Wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
From the gun, here's Luck. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready? 10 logo.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Foles. He's got the hook up to Lee. That's good for 28 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right? Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After the interception, it's Luck. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. A big pickup of 38.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now it's Love. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
16 yards the pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. At the 16-yard line.
47's the mic, boys. 47. 11's B.
On first down, Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Jake Ryan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
23 yards the pickup there.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Luck. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands, and, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house.
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Mexico. Hey, Charlie.
Now Locke. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Touchdown, Jaguars! D.D. Westbrook, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Screen. Hey, goal. Down goal. 53 at the mic. Hey, 7.
Here's Foles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Charkandrick West, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, They had no answer.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 21-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Luck. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the 1st half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Monday.
On 2nd and 15 now. Luck. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
3rd and long, it's Long. Got an open man, that's Campbell. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now a 1st down throw. Lock. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Luck now to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Squeeze, double. Mike's 47.
On 2nd down, here's Luck. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back to throw. Luck. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Foles, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Knight. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is long. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side of the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let... That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle made by Deidrin Sinnott.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year as they have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
12.
Play action. It's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Out of the gun, Locke. He's got a man, complete. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Locke. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just...
That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown, Colts. Jack Doyle, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Again, it's Fournette. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Looking long for Westbrook. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Luck's throw, finding T.Y. Hilton complete. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Hines. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So that'll back him up 5.
Right there. All day, baby.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Off of play action, Luck. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Luck throwing on target to Campbell, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. On first and 10, Luck. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
To the air again, Luck. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell there to make the grab. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Vinatieri now for the point after. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going up.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Pierre Desir.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it first and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. Mexico.
On first down, it's Long. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Tight down. There you go. Rush in. Alert.
A shotgun snap for Love. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again on second down. Foles. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Luck. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Luck. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And he fields it cleanly. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Luck gonna throw it.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Bravo! Let's get this. Go ahead. Gone right.
From his end zone, Luck on 3rd and long. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's going to let this one go deep. It got his man complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.